What's up, everybody? So, I think most of you will agree that the world is a very unfair and unbalanced place. But I don't think this is actually a bad thing. I think this is something we can actually use to our advantage. Some of you may be familiar with the 80-20 principle, also known as Pareto's Law, which essentially states that 80% of all results come from 20% of all effort. And for most, this is applied in a business sense, but for the purpose of this vlog, I actually want to talk about it in the sense of our personal lives, particularly where it pertains to our time and our happiness. Essentially, the law applies in exactly the same way. For most of us, and it's not always exactly 80-20, but for most of us, 80% of our happiness comes from 20% of the time that we spend on our day-to-day lives. Sometimes even less, sometimes more. But the sad thing is we often do other things and let other things get in the way of the things that we truly enjoy, that bring us joy and fulfillment, and the things that make us the most motivated to actually go out and achieve the things that we want to achieve. And so what I want to walk you through is a very simple practice that you can do, a little exercise that will let you identify kind of these areas and allow you to better apply your time and have a conscious kind of gauge to how you are applying your time in these ways, to where you're not just running around being busy, doing things for other people, doing things that you don't necessarily like for the sake of others, and you truly are living the life that you want to live in the way that you want to live it. So to start, you're just going to need a couple pieces of paper and something to write with. Go ahead and grab that. I'll give you a second. Pause the video if you have to. All right, so now that you're ready to write, on the first piece of paper, I want you to just write out Happiness Islands. And then I want you to think about all of the moments over the past few years that you felt truly happy, and just write them all out, as many as you can think of. And then I want you to take a second, once you're done writing those all out, to think about what is the common theme between all those things. What's the common link? How are they all related to each other? And this will give you an idea of the things that bring you happiness. Now, on the next sheet of paper, I want you to write Unhappiness Islands. And here, list all the things over the past few years that have just really been that dark side, that unhappiness, and just write out as many as you can. Again, go through the common links, because it's just as important to look at the things that make us truly unhappy as it is to look at the things that make us happy. And now we're going to go to the achievement side. And I want you to write on the next piece of paper, Achievement Islands, and write down over the past few years the times and the things that have caused and led to your greatest achievements. And again, once you're done, look at the common things between those two. And then finally, I want you to write on the last sheet of paper, Achievement Deserted Islands. And here, write down the times where you've just lacked inspiration, lacked motivation. You've just not really been able to get yourself up and going and just not wanted to do anything. Just write those all out. And again, find that common theme. And now that you have this kind of framework, you can apply your time properly and just examine these things thoroughly and go through this analysis process, and then choose to use your time doing the things that make you happy, and setting your time aside for the things that truly allow you to achieve the things that you want to achieve. And in this way, you don't have to run around like a chicken with your head cut off. Busy is a state of mind. You don't have to be busy. You don't have to be constantly doing things. If you're doing the right things at the right time, you can use your time properly to get the big results, using your time well and without a whole lot of time being put in. So give the exercise a try and let me know how it goes over the course of this next week. Just kind of see how your time is applied differently just by doing this exercise. And I will see you guys on the next video.